This is our test acceptance environment for the IoT testing. Here we have several devices which are connected to hardware which is developed by us. We have 4 different devices. Here we have a smoke detector, and on the background you see the hardware which we have developed in order to do, where we have a microphone which is installed here. This part is also connected to the servo motor, which is capable to press on some buttons of the smoke detector. And what we are also doing is we have real oil inside, and we are burning it. So we generate temperature here, which burns really oil, and this goes into the detector, and immediately an alarm is generated. On top we have a fan. With this fan we take the smoke out. And then we expect that the alarm vanishes. So we can trigger all the conditions which are necessary in order to handle these devices. Yeah, here we are generating smoke. We are detecting. We have a microphone inside. We are recording the signal strength, and everything is then automatically controlled by our test infrastructure. On the bulb, we have here an RGB sensor connected to this, so we can measure the color of this bulb. Automatically it changes. We can trigger it from our test infrastructure. So we change the color, we measure it, and then we compare the measurement if it's really fits to what had happened here. Here we have movement detection. So we are generating with this bulb some infrared signals, and with the servo motor we are capable to move it, and here is the detector. So if he detects motion in combination with heat, it generates also an alarm. And here we have a sensor, which a magnetic sensor, which acts on a window. If the window is open, the magnetic contact is broken, and then it generates an alarm. And we can trigger all these events independently. And you see here also the place for the battery. This is also one of ours. So with this thing we can control the current in the battery. So if we have a low battery status, or we can trigger it that it has a low battery status. And then these sensors have also some specific tones, and there is also a microphone integrated here in the bottom. So we are measuring then the low battery signal and can really create any use case normally a customer has with these devices. We can generate and emulate it with our environment.